What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is White Gamer. Today we have a brand new updated level 90 CDM build. We're going to have 3 archetypes in this video. We're going to start off with the Recycler. For your height, we're going to go 6 foot. Your weight will be 165 pounds. So you want to put the left stick right in the middle. So it gives you, it doesn't change any of your base stats. So we're going to go with that. For your attributes, agility, max out your agility, guys. As a CDM, you want to have the ability to turn directions quickly, especially when you have the ball. You don't want to be turning too slow or else the opponent will steal the ball away from you. Balance, we're going to get that to 90. That's going to help you shield the ball or protect the ball, which is very, very important as a CDM. Remember, you'll also have the press proven plus. Reactions, get that to 90. This is going to help your pro be way more responsive. And if the ball is nearby, your pro will intercept the ball much quicker since you can react much quicker. Ball control, we're going to get that to 90. You want your pro to take good control of the ball when you're receiving the ball. Also, when you're intercepting the ball, you want to have the ball being trapped so it's not bouncing off of you. Dribbling, we're going to get that to 85. This is going to keep the ball very close to you when you're just looking for a passing option. Remember, you will have the press room plus, so that will keep the ball even much closer to you. Composure, we're going to go with 90. This is going to allow for your pro to make good passes under pressure, especially as a CDM. There's going to be scenarios where you might have 1 or 2 opponents on you and you need to give off a pass and you want that to come out as good as possible when you're under pressure. Now, guys, for the pace, we went with 90 acceleration and 88 sprint speed. This is more than enough for a CDM. And I know most of you guys have club facilities, so your pace will probably be higher if you're using pace from the club facility. Jumping, we went with 90 jumping. You want to have that aerial ability as a CDM. You don't want to be just always on, grounded. You want to have those aerial presence. Strength, we went with 90. You're going to need it for those physical battles to push people off the ball. Aggression, we went with 93. Similar to the strength, guys. The aggression and strength, they go hand in hand. You want your pro to be aggressive when it comes to those tackles, those body challenges. Also, the aggression will help you make those interceptions much more aggressively as well, believe it or not. We made a video the other day, or yesterday actually, talking about what the aggression stats does, and it's also good for those physical aerial battles as well. And the aggression and strength, they go hand in hand, so your pro can shield the ball much more effectively. Stamina, we went with 80, so we can get the quick step play style. Weak foot, you want to go with the 5-star weak foot, guys. You want the ability to pass with either of your foot as a CDM, because sometimes you might not have time to put it on your preferred foot, so that's why we went with the 5-star weak foot. Then from the passing, guys, go with 94 long pass, 92 short pass. You will have the ping pass plus, which is very, very, very good as a CDM. Sometimes you might need to do a short pass, sometimes you might need to do the long pass, so that's why you're covered when it comes to passing. Vision, we went with 85. Mainly for those long passes when you do have to do them as a CDM. Defending, we went with 90 interceptions. You will have the intercept plus. When it comes to interceptions, guys, it's all about your positioning. Positioning is very, very important as a CDM. Heading accuracy, get it to 75, guys, so we can get the aerial fortress. Defensive awareness, we're going to get that to 90. This is very important for your pro in order to jockey. Whether you're jogging and then going to jockey, or if you're jockey and going to jogging, so you need that defensive awareness. And then the standing tackle, minimum 85 will do the job, guys. At 85, you will unlock all the animations when it comes to standing tackle. We will go with the Recycler Plus, guys. The Ping Pass Plus is a very, very good play style for a CDM. We're going to be replacing the Power Shot Plus, which I think is pointless as a CDM. The Ping Pass Plus, to activate it, all you need to do is press RBA or R1 and X. You can also do long driven passes with LB, RB, and X, L1 and R1 and square if you're on PlayStation. This will allow for the ball to travel much quicker when you activate the ping pass, guys. And it's really good just to start that build up from the CDM spot. Of course, Intercept Plus is going to increase that reach when you're intercepting the ball. And then, guys, you got Press Proven, which is really good for shielding the ball. Or when you have the ball and you're just looking for a passing option, the ball will stay really close to your feet when you're just jogging, when you're not sprinting. Now, for your regular play styles, guys, we're going to go with the regular long ball pass, so you can find your teammates from time to time in the air, whether it's long or just a chip pass. Next, we're going to go with Tiki Taka for those one-time passes, and it just improves the accuracy of them, guys. It doesn't hurt. For your third one, we will go with Anticipate. This can improve those standing tackles. Next, we're going to go with Aerial Fortress. This will give you much better jumping on your half of the pitch. For your next one, go with jockey. You're going to need it, guys. This is going to improve that jockey speed, especially when you're doing that sprint jockey with left trigger R2. Then we're going to go with a quick step. It's going to help you accelerate quicker when you're chasing down an opponent or if you're pushing up. Then for your last two guys, definitely go with Bruiser. Bruiser is very, very overpowered as I'm recording this on April 18th. This allows you to bully off opponents super, super easy. And then for your last one, guys, it is all up to you. You can go with the block. You can go with the first touch. You can even go with the enforcer. We're going to go with the... We're probably going to go... We'll go with the first touch. So your pro's not taking bad touches or bad control of the ball. But guys, these are the playstyles and the attributes that we went for the level 90 Recycler CDM build. Now we have the Maestro for CDM, guys. Height, we're going to go with 5'10". Your weights will be 160 pounds. Make sure you go with the height and weight combination that gives you -2 balance and +2 sprint speed. Now, boys, for your agility, get it to 90. You always want to have high agility as a CDM. This is going to help you turn directions with the ball much quicker. Balance, we're going to get that to 90. This is going to help you protect the ball from stronger opponents. Also, when it comes to shielding the ball as well. Reactions, we're going to get that to 91. That's going to help your pro be way more responsive on the ball. And if the ball is nearby, your pro will react much quicker and make that interception much quicker. Ball control, we're going to get it to 88. That will do more than the job. This is going to help you control the ball much better as you're receiving the ball. Dribbling, we're going to get that to 85. This is going to help you keep the ball very close to your feet, or when you're running with the ball, pushing up, your pro doesn't take those heavy knock-ons. Composure, get that to 90, guys. That's going to help you play well under pressure. Now, for the pace, guys, we're going to go with 90 acceleration and 87 sprint speed. This should be more than enough for a CDM. Honestly, it really should. You can even, I know people that play even lower with lower pace, so you can even go lower on the pace. For the jumping, we're going to go with 89, guys. You definitely want to have some aerial ability as a CDM. You don't want to be a liability in the air. Strength and aggression, go with 90. You want your pro to be strong, be able to bully people off the ball. Also, you want to be strong yourself so people don't bully you off the ball. And the strength and aggression also helps you shield the ball or protect the ball much more effectively. Stamina, get it to 80 because we're going to need it for the quick step play style. Weak foot, go with at least the 5-star. Well, go with the 5-star weak foot. You want to have the ability to pass with either of your foot. Then from the passing, guys, we're going to go with 80 curve. The main reason we're going with 80 curve is so we can get the incisive play style. I think we just need 80. Then from the long passing, get that to 93. 90 short pass. When it comes to the long pass or the short pass, guys, you're going to be covered because you have the ping pass plus, you have the tiki taka plus, and you have the long ball pass plus, which is very, very good. So you have one of the three best play styles to use as a CDM when it comes to the passing. Vision, we're going to get that to the high 80s. So you're going to have 87. This can help you for those through balls or when you do a pass in the air. Interceptions, we're going to max it out 92. You are playing CDM, so interceptions is very important. Heading accuracy, get it to 75 just so we can get the aerial fortress. Defensive awareness, we're going to go with 90, so max it out. This is going to help you just jockey much better when you're defending an opponent that's right in front of you. And then last but not least, guys, get your standing tackle to 85. The 85 standing tackle will give you all of the standing tackle animations. And then for your playstyle, guys, keep these three, guys. Keep these three. These are very, very good passing playstyles. The Maestro at CDM is very popular in the competitive scene because of the passing playstyles. You have the ping pass for those driven passes. You have long ball pass plus for those chip passes in the air or any type of pass that you do in the air. And then, of course, you have the tiki taka plus for those quick and very accurate one-time passes or short passes in general. Then we're going to go with the regular, well, we're going to go with incisive pass. So you have the ability to send through balls or long passes on the ground to your teammate. For your second one, go with the intercept. This is going to increase that reach and help your pro trap the ball much better. Then we are going to go with anticipate, improve those standing tackles so the ball isn't bouncing off of you or away from you when you make those standing tackles. Next, go with aerial fortress. This will allow for your pro to jump higher in the air, which is important as a CDM. Next, go with quick step. This is going to help you accelerate quicker when you're chasing down an opponent or when you're pushing up. Just to show support. Next, guys, go with the Bruiser Plus. Go with the regular Bruiser. Bruiser is really, really, really good. super easy to get opponents off the ball with the bruiser. Next, go with the press proven. This is going to keep the ball very close to your feet when you're just jogging, and when you're shielding the ball, it's going to be way more effective, especially combined with the bruiser. It's going to be very hard for opponents to get you off the ball. And then the last one, guys, it is all up to you what you want to go with. I would recommend going with the jockey. Since you're playing CDM, you want your pro to be responsive when you're doing that jockey with left trigger or L2. But ladies and gentlemen, these are the playstyles. These are the attributes for the level 90 CDM Maestro build. Now we have the engine at CDM, guys, for level 90. Heights, we're going to go with 5'10". Weight to go with 160 pounds. Make sure you go with the height and weight combination that gives you -2 balance and +2 sprint speed. Again, guys, always, all these CDMs build have high agility. You want your pro to be very fast when turning directions when you have the ball. So that's why we went with 90 agility. Balance, get that to 90. This is to help you shield the ball much more effectively, and it'll make it difficult for opponents to get you off the ball. Reactions, get it to 90, guys. Reactions are very important for all the builds. You want your pro to be responsive when you're on the ball. Even when you're off the ball and the ball's nearby, your pro will react much quicker to the situation when you have high reactions. Ball control, get that to the high 80s, 89. This will help you trap the ball when you make that interception or when you're receiving the ball. Dribbling, we went with the 85. This will do more than the job. This will keep the ball very close to your feet when you're jogging or when you're sprinting with the ball. Composure, we went with 90, guys. You want your pro to be able to pass when you're under pressure, so that's why we went with 90 composure. Next, guys, for the pace, we went with 88 acceleration, 87 sprint speed. The pace, guys, when it comes to pace for a CDM, as long as you have it in the high 80s, that'll do more than the job. There's even some CDMs that play with a little bit lower than this, but and I know some of you guys have club facilities, so we went with 88 acceleration and 87 sprint speed. For the jumping, go with 89 jumping. Like I've been saying throughout the video, for the other archetypes, you want to have that aerial ability as a CDM, guys. You don't want to be not winning aerial battles. So you have 89 jumping. You will have the aerial fortress, and you're 5'10", so you will be winning some aerial battles. Strength, 88 strength with 90 aggression. The strength and aggression helps you protect the ball much more effectively. Also, you don't want to be too weak and getting bullied off the ball. We will have the bruiser playstyle, so you'll be able to bully people off because of the high strength and high aggression. Stamina, go with 80 so we can get the quick step playstyle. For the weak foot, go with the 5-star weak foot, guys. This will give you the ability to pass with either of your foot. Then, guys, for the curve, we went with 80 so we can get the incisive pass. Actually, now that I think about it, is that enough to get the incisive pass? Yes, that is enough. Okay. So yeah, we'll have the 80 curve for that, and then the long pass, go with 92, guys. Where you want to be able to give off long passes as CDM, whether it's driven passes or through passes. Short pass, get it to 90 for the short distance pass. You can even go a little bit lower if you want, but I think we need it. Oh no, we actually don't need it, but we went with the high passing. You want to have high passing as CDM, so you're covered on that. Vision, we went with 80, so you can send those through balls much more accurate, or if you're doing any type of passes in the air. Interceptions, max it out to 92. Interception is very important as a CDM. It's going to help you trap the ball. We will have the intercept plus, so that's why we also want to max it out. Heading accuracy, leave it at 75. That will be more than enough in order to get the aerial fortress. And then for your defensive awareness and standing tackle, get those to 90. You want to be able to jockey really well. Remember, we will have the engine plus, which will give us the intercept plus, I believe. Yes, it will, which is very important as a CDM. Now, you're going to replace the Relentless. Relentless is pointless this year because everyone knows there's unlimited stamina. But now, guys, you have 3 very good playstyle plus for this engine built at CDM. I know this year we haven't. This is actually the first time this year where we do an engine CDM build. So you have Jockey Plus, which is very good when you're going from jockey to sprint jockey or vice versa. Your pro will be jockeying just much more fluid and quicker. You have Anticipate Plus, so when it comes to those standing tackles, the ball's going to stay right in front of you, and then you can go look for the pass or push up. Then you have Intercept Plus, which is an increase that reach when you're making the interceptions. Remember, when it comes to interceptions, it's all about positioning yourself and reading the passing lane. Now, guys, for your regular playstyles, go with the ping pass. This allow for you to do driven passes, which are very good for a CDM. The ball just travels much quicker on the ground. Next, go with incisive pass. So you have the ability to send through balls or long passes on the ground. For your third one, we're going to go with Tiki Taka for those one-time passes. Next, we're going to go with Aerial Fortress. You want to have that aerial presence or aerial ability at least to win those aerial battles. For your fifth one, go with a Quick Step. This is going to help you accelerate quicker when you're chasing down your opponent. Next, go with a Bruiser, guys. A Bruiser is a must as a CDM. This is going to just allow you to bully off opponents much easier on the ball. Then for your last two, definitely recommend Press Proven. This is going to help you shield the ball and also keep the ball very close to your feet when you're just jogging. And then for your last one, guys, it is all up to you. You can go with the block if you want, or you can go with the first touch. We're going to go with the first touch so your pro can trap the ball much easier. But ladies and gentlemen, these are the playstyles. These are the attributes that we went for level 90 engine CDM built. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.